my channel where all smiles over here. I am Wilsonja. It's like asking a question. Wilsonja, help you keep your smile for today. And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try not to keep it long, but y'all already know. If it gets good, I'm going to keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to go. The nugget today is walk on water. Listen, it may be a two-part because I also want to talk to you guys about how you can know whether or not if God is speaking to you or know whether or not if God has heard you, okay? But let's get into this walk on water. Let us expect today to walk on water. What does that mean? Let us expect the impossible to be made possible in our life today. Y'all, on yesterday, in my Seek on Fleek with God, I was talking to God about how Jesus said when? That we shall do greater works than him. Right? That we should do what he did and do even greater. And I was talking to God about it. I said, God, use this vessel. God, purify this heart. Cleanse these hands. Get me in the position so that I am the right, pure, clean vessel that you can use me any way you will. So that I'll be able to reach people. Why? Because you're only able to reach people when they see something different about you. You do know that. If you look like everybody else, ain't nobody worried about you. But if you looking like you something different, like they want that what you got, they gonna start asking you questions. Like, where you from? Who you know? Who are your connections? You around these parts? You from around these parts? Oh, how did you get that? How did you come up with that? They just want to know things about you. Why? Because they see something they ain't never seen before. And that's what I'm asking God to do for me. And not just for me, for y'all too. Those of you who are asking God to do even more for you, right? To enlarge your territory, to enlarge your tent, to burst you at the seams. That's what I'm asking God to do. God, don't let me look like regular folk, okay? When I say regular folk, that means I'm just walking around here doing the same thing everybody else doing. No, I want something different. I want to stand out. When I say stand out, I want to stand out of who I am and let God step into who he is in me. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I want the world to see the God in me, that when they look at me, they don't see Wilsonja. When they hear me, they don't hear Wilsonja. They see and hear God. They experience God. And when you are able to allow God to move in and through you like that, then the impossible becomes possible for other people. But if you're around here looking regular and acting regular, people can't tell you from themselves, then change won't happen. Just think about it. If you in a rowboat on a river and you and your friend in the same boat rowing together, and it's a small little river, right? And you telling them, man, I'm going to travel the world. And they thinking, man, you in the same boat as me. You in the same boat as I am. What you talking about? You going to travel the world. We in the same river over here together. We're in the same boat. But let your friend be in the boat and you not be in the same boat with them, but you pull up on the side of them in a yacht. And you say, hey, listen, I'm traveling the world. I know you can't hardly hear me because I'm so high up, but I'm traveling the world. I'm headed to Spain right now. Yes. Yeah, I headed to Spain. Your friend gonna look at you and say, you got me. I'm interested. You got me here. Talk to me about it. Can I come aboard? That's what they're going to say. Can I come aboard? Can I follow you? Can I get what you got? Can I have what you have? Why? Because you are showing them something that either they have heard about and never seen, or you're showing them something that they ain't never heard about and they ain't never seen. And you are providing them with the opportunity to experience it. Take, for instance, if you have a fancy car or a castle of a house, and it's somebody that ain't never had a fancy car before in their life, ain't never rode in a Lamborghini, ain't never been in a G-Wagon, ain't never been in a Bentley, ain't never been in a Rolls Royce, and here you come pulling up, they heard about it, and here you come pulling up in their neighborhood, and you friends with them, you work with them, and they see that, they gonna stop talking to the person in the boat with them. Roll, roll, roll your boat swiftly down the stream. I ain't trying to go down the stream with nobody. I'm trying to go up. You've been rowing the boat down the stream for too long. It's time for you to elevate yourself and elevate others, right? So when you see something that you ain't never seen before, now you get the attention. Now you want to know what is it that they do. I've had so many people stop me and say, what is it that you do? Are you from around these parts? Where are you from? Are you from Africa? Is your daddy a king? I was like, yes, he is. He a king. He ain't from Africa, but he a king. He a king. Yes, he is. Every time my husband and I go out of the country, we always get that. Are y'all from Africa? No, we from America. But it's the lifestyle of God living through us. And so when people see something that doesn't look like the norm, they see you driving or living a lifestyle that's not like the norm. And let me say this, it's not about materialistic things. Because it could be where you walked up and you laid your hand on somebody and somebody got delivered, set free, okay? Healed, set free, and delivered. And they want to know how you got that kind of power. How did you get that kind of anointing? I want what you have. I want that connection that you have. I want it. So don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with having materialistic stuff. I'm talking about having God working in and through you so that you can turn the heads of people to draw them to God. So they can seek God, so they can know that with God, all things are possible. So a lot of times people don't believe that. People don't have the faith because they haven't seen it working in other people. They haven't seen a wow factor, that walk on water factor in other people. So I'm just telling y'all today, let us expect the wow factor. Expect to walk on water, because when you walking on water, trust me, somebody gonna see it. And when somebody see it, they're gonna want to walk on the water with you, and the others will be afraid. Some people gonna be afraid of you because of how much power you have because of God working in and through you. And I'm like, God, I can't wait. I am excited. I am ecstatic. I am ready for this level. Yes, I am. I am. And the thing is, you got to remember that it is God that's doing it and not you. And I have to remember that it's God that is doing it and not me. Because y'all remember how it was when Jesus was walking on the water, and Peter and the disciples, they saw him, they thought it was a ghost. In other words, what? They thought it wasn't real. They were afraid. They said, oh my goodness, look at this coming towards us. And Jesus said, don't be afraid, it's me. It's me, fellas. I'm on that new level. God just gave me a new level. Y'all saw me doing other things, but God just said, I can walk on this water, so now I'm walking on the water. And that's what God is about to do for you. For those who have been putting that seek in, for those who have been asking God, come on in this vessel. This vessel is clean out for you. Come on in and burst me at the sea and do what you want to do with these hands, this mouth, these eyes, these ears. Hear through these ears, see through these eyes, smell through his nose, speak through his tongue, right? Yes, walk through his feet. Move in and through me, right? And when you allow God, give God that permission, just give your vessel to God and let him do what he does best. I'm telling you, you will have the wow factor, that wow ministry, walk on water. And when you have the walk on water ministry, when you have the wow factor, when people say, wow, now you're changing lives. Not just physically, but spiritually. Because now people understand that God is real. When they see the movement of God, listen, the one thing that could change a person's mind when they don't have faith or don't believe in God is for them to see a miracle. It's for them to see the impossible made possible. To where they can't make anything to go for the explanation. They can't put science to it. They can't put heebie-jeebie to it. They can't put what my grandmama said do this to it. They can't put their own actions to it. They can't put their own intellect on it. They can only say, okay, nobody but God. Okay. This is impossible. Okay, my brain cannot be wrapped around this. I don't understand it. I'm just blown away. Okay, there is a God. That's the wow factor. That's the walking on water. And the only way to experience that is to say, God, have your way. Your will be done. Not my will, but your will be done. Have a seek on fleet with God. Don't forget with his law, keep his commandments, and allow him to do what he wants with you. And when you do that, you will see change, not just in you and not just in your situation physically, but you'll see it spiritually, and you'll also see change in other people and in their situation. Like I said, people will get healed, set free, and delivered. Their lives will change. Their lives will change. And they'll thank you. But most of all, their thanks will go to God. They'll thank you. You'll get a little thanks. But the big thanks they'll give to God. Which means where they'll know that God only gets the glory for this. Now let me talk about how to know whether or not if God is talking to you, okay? Or if that God has heard you, or that you hear God. Now I told y'all that when I had my Seek on Fleek with God yesterday in the morning, right? That I was talking to God about doing what Jesus did and doing greater works. That was my initial conversation with God. That was my initial Seek on Fleek prayer with God. And so when I got back home yesterday, I had a little bit more seek in me. So I started talking to God even the more. And when I was talking and praying to God, He said, wow. I heard wow. And I said, okay, God, thank you so much for the wow factor in my life. And He said, wow again. I said, okay, wow. And then I heard God say, walk on water. And I got super duper excited. So I really started going in. God, I thank you, God, you are all amazing. You are all glorious. You are da-da-da-da. I just really went in, right? And so after that Seek on Fleek, I said, let me go in here and get dinner started for the king of the castle, right? And the children. And so I get in there and I have my phone with me. And so I heard beep, and I look at my phone, it's Instagram. And I go on my Instagram page, and it was on my page for Essential Oils with WilsonJa. And one of the ladies posted a picture of their two sons. And I looked and I just glanced, and then I had to look again. And when I looked again, y'all, her two sons were standing in front of this big old picture. And the big old picture was of Jesus walking on water. Okay, the big picture was Jesus walking on water. I said, girl, you better repost it and keep reposting and keep reposting this over and over again. And I just started laughing because, you know, that's what I had just got finished doing what? Got finished talking to God about. And God had just got finished saying to me, wow, walk on water. And then here on Instagram, two little kids standing in front of a big old picture of Jesus walking on water. So I said, okay, God, okay, I hear you. And then as I'm getting dinner started, you saying what I cooked? I fixed some shrimp, and we had some chicken, not chicken wontons, chicken dumplings. Not chicken dumplings, they're called pot stickers, chicken pot stickers. We had chicken pot stickers and some shrimp with cilantro, you know, green onions and good old stuff like that. So anyway, that's what I was cooking. So as I was cooking, I like to listen to stuff while I cook, so I won't have to keep, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. So I clicked on this gentleman, and his name is Eli Lasky. He's a good guy. He's like my husband. My husband is an amazing man. He always gives good advice. He always gives sound advice, and that's how Eli Lasky is. So I only listen to people who are in alignment with God, right? In alignment with God's word. So as Eli Lasky comes on, this is what he says. You know, Jesus walked on water. I said, man, you better shut up and keep on talking. You better shut up and keep on talking. You better hush and keep on talking. Right? And so I just started laughing, y'all. And I was like, God, I thank you that you hear me when I speak to you. Because I told you, God hears you when what? When you ask and pray to Him according to His will. When you pray according to God's will, when you ask according to God's will, when you petition God according to His will, what His word says, He hears you. And when He hears you, He will send confirmation that He heard you. And not only did God send confirmation that He heard me, He gave me confirmation that I heard Him. Because see, the initial talk with God was about what? Me talking about I want more of Him moving in and through me, making the impossible possible. Because Jesus said, with man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So that initial talk with God, I don't count it. But like I said, that second seek on fleek with God, God said, wow to me. Walk on water. Y'all see how that light flooding on there? I feel you, God. I feel you. Walk on water was number 1. Wow factor. 2 was what? The Instagram post, right? 3 was Eli Lasky talking about Jesus walking on water. And that was God telling me He heard me and that I heard Him. And I was awesome sauced. Okay, I was doused with awesome sauce. like hot sauce on my life. I was like, God, I thank you because I am ready for it. I am excited for it. Why? Because I want to change lives. I don't want to be in the same boat as everybody. I don't want to be rowing the boat swiftly or gently down the stream. Now I ain't trying to go down no stream. I'm trying to take you up. I'm trying to go up. I'm trying to elevate myself and elevate others by making people see that God is real and that God can change your life for the better, that God is a healer, that God is a protector, that God is a provider, that God is a great listener, that God is a great hearer, that God can do any and everything but fail. I told you in Deuteronomy 31:8, he says, well, I will go before you. I will be with you. I will not fail you. Therefore do what? Oh, he said, I will not forsake you as well. And he said, don't fear and be not dismayed. I will go before you. I will be with you. I will not fail you. I will not forsake you. Do not fear and do not be dismayed. God got you. And when you allow him to use you, you will live a wild lifestyle to where people will turn their heads and they will begin to question, who are your connections? Who are you connected to? Where are you from? Are you from Africa? Are you from Spain? Are your family, is your family of royalty? Yes, I'm from royalty. I am. Yes, my father is a king. Yes, he is. And I'm heir to him. And I'm joint heir with my brother. Yes, you heard of him, Jesus? You heard? Yes. They'll begin to ask you questions. How did you do this? How? What made you think of that? How did you come up with that idea? Because now you're showing them something out of the box. Something that they have either heard about and ain't never seen, or something that they never heard about and never seen. But here you are, coming to them, showing them something that they could have never imagined. Isn't that what God said? He said, I will do for you exceedingly and abundantly more than what you could ever ask or think. God can allow you to be that factor for somebody that thought it was so impossible to achieve. Then here you come, and you got what they thought was impossible. You showed them that it is indeed possible. And they're going to ask you, what's the connection? And you're going to say, my connection is God. And they'll come on, that light will come on just like that. God said, he is the light of our salvation. Who shall we fear? Fear, right? He's the light of our salvation. So when you allow God to do the impossible, make the impossible possible for you, you begin to turn on lights for people. They'll be able to see. They'll be able to see the truth. They'll get out of that spirit of cage incantation where they can't see what the truth is. The enemy have their eyes blocked and locked down where they can only see what is deemed to be impossible, where they can't see that it's actually possible. So listen, have a wow factor today. This was a long one, y'all. I'm at 18 minutes, but I hope y'all got it. I hope y'all got it. But if you didn't, rewind. It's going to be a long one. Rewind it and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever the mask and smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Listen, y'all. Y'all see how I keep moving my hands. And when I move my hands, y'all know my jewelry. I always, in every car that I drive, when I wear this jewelry, I don't know if y'all can see it, but on the ceiling, I always get the, where is it? Let me see if I can do it. There we go. Let me do it again. Hold on. Y'all get what I'm saying. This is just how I think. Hold on. Right? Girl, get it together, WilsonJa. Right. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all. Hold on. Right there. Y'all see this right here? This is from my watch, okay? And from my necklace, right? And every time I wear this in the car, I always tell my husband, he get shaking his head and be like, I say, babe, we in our Rolls Royce, because you know that Rolls Royce have that starlight up there where you have stars in the ceiling. So every time I wear it, I said, God, I thank you for my Rolls. I thank you for my husband Rolls Royce. Yes, I do. We're going to be riding in it. And when we get it, I'm going to show you. Remember this video when I tell you, okay? But we getting that Rolls. Yes, we getting that Rolls Royce. Yes. In God's timing. Yes, in his timing. His timing is already done, but in his time, okay? In his timing. I'm looking for it. But every time I see that, I say, God, I thank you for the Rolls Royce. Okay, let me get out of here. Y'all be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.